RDAllen right here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 in 2019 here finally. Hopefully everyone's having a great start to their new year here so far. And this episode we got 9, 10, and 11 here that needs to be harvested. The back half, unfortunately, isn't quite ready yet, but we can start with the front piece here. And then we also have cotton on number 7 ready to harvest. So we're definitely going to be getting into that here this episode. This will definitely be the biggest cotton field we've done. If you recall back when we started the series here very early on, 24, 25, and 26. Actually, I don't know, did we even do all 3 fields? I think we just did like one of the small fields there. We did cotton on one of those fields. So 7 here, definitely going to be a much, much larger cotton harvest. So let's get started here. Oh, just noticed something here. I can pick up the header on this combine, can't I? Okay. Anyway, enough messing around. Let's get started here. We'll grab the S760 here. Still been getting quite a few questions about this particular combine. Just a reminder here, everyone, this is an S760. It is a modded combine, and the mod in this case adds the options for S760, 770, 780, because even a 785 and the 790. And then also the grain tank is a bit larger and unloads a bit faster, I believe, as well. I'm not sure if there's really any other changes or not, but just again, this is a modded combine here for those who keep asking about this particular combine. Okay, so I'm just going to throw a hired worker on this for the time being. And we got soybeans on here, by the way, so one nice big field of soybeans. And yeah, you can see this a little bit here. I planted this strip last year where the hired worker with the planter missed a bit there. Went through there, cleaned it up, and of course that section isn't quite ready to be harvested yet. So maybe hopefully by the time we get that far it will be, or close anyway. I'll just leave the S760 on it for the moment there. I don't think I'll bother bringing the 560 over there. Speaking of the 560, I think that's what I'm going to try to upgrade here next. Probably don't have quite enough money for that yet, but hopefully, well, maybe not by the end of this episode, but for sure by next episode, by the time we get this field here done, we should have enough money for that. So, let's get started here. We got cotton over on 7. We can just leave a hired worker there. He should be good to go for a while. I believe I brought the harvester over here already, didn't I? Yeah. I brought him over to this field. I don't know why I brought him to this field. That was odd. I'll actually bring him to my cotton field, because this is 6. We don't own this field. This is actually, what is this on here? Actually not sure what's on there. Is that potatoes? Yeah, that's potatoes. Okay. So yeah, let's actually bring the harvester over to the cotton field here. Again, in the game, you really only have one option for a cotton harvester. This is it. So... and $500,000 at that as well. And I was kind of debating, should I lease it? Should I buy it? I believe I bought this, right? Double check here now. Yeah, I did actually buy this. It's been actually a couple days here since I've played the game, so that's why I'm like, did I buy this or did I lease it? Recorded up a couple of episodes there for New Year's. Had a couple of days, at least for recording videos, I took a couple days off. Obviously, we did some live streams in between there. There we go. And this field was fully fertilized, right? Yes, fully fertilized. There's a little bit of weeds there. Not going to worry about that. Doesn't need lime. Oh, it's going to need lime after this, though, isn't it? Oh, great. Oh, well. Yeah, so we can see the cotton filling up there. Again, this particular cotton harvester makes the large, and I mean large, squarish bales. I don't even know if you call those bales at that point. They're quite large. Interesting to see how many we get off this field. Again, in the past, we had done cotton before. It turned out to be definitely not a good source of income. Very much not a good source of income. So... we lost out quite badly on the cotton harvest we did the first time around. I think we sold, what was it, 2 bales worth? And it took us quite a while to get those 2 bales worth as well, so... And just a reminder here, too, by the way, for the live streams. Again, if you want to watch myself live here over on Twitch, RDAllen on Twitch, same name. I believe I also have a link for that in the description here as well. And also, for anybody that would like to join us on the multiplayer servers, again, that information is in the description below as well. We just ask that you please join us on TeamSpeak. And again, anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules, and a microphone is not required. You know, overall here doesn't really look like that complicated of a machine. You know, the header probably looks more complicated than the actual back portion of it here. And I was actually looking at this when I initially bought it here. I was trying to figure out, you know, where is the motor on this unit? I'm assuming it's underneath here. Because obviously up here, you know, I don't see any spot for any motor of any sorts up here. So I'm assuming the motor's actually mounted underneath this particular harvester here. Again, myself, I'm not particularly familiar with anything to do with cotton or cotton harvesters for that matter. You know, typically, let's just tab over to the S760 here. Oh, he's going that way, isn't he? Oh, well, okay, whatever, I guess. Yeah, if we tab over to the S760 here, the motors on the combines like this, they're usually up in the back behind the grain tank here. So, underneath those covers there, you can see the fan, well, not really actually the fan, but basic cover over the radiator there, turning around. That is where the motor is at on these combines. And all the threshing components and all that stuff is underneath the motor. Looks like it's kind of actually the opposite way on the cotton harvester, though. You know what? Since he's going that way, I can throw the 560 on this, I guess. Probably actually would have been better if I had him going the other way, because then I could have the 560 finish the small portion and the 760 finish the larger portion. Maybe we'll actually do that here. Yeah, the 760 gets to the end here. I'll switch him to the other side, and I'll throw the 560. He can finish up this little corner section here. Might as well at least put it to use, right? Before we probably sell it. Oh, how many hours do we got on this combine? 73.9 hours on that combine. 73 hours. That's real time there on that hour meter for harvesting. So, got a few hours on it. This combine only got 15 so far, and it's probably already done twice the harvesting that the 560 has. Oh, you're not going to finish that last little bit? Come on now. Get that last little bit there. Then we'll move him to the other side. As I've said before, usually I find it to be a little more reliable if I go the short distance on the field here. But that section of the field over there isn't quite ready to harvest yet, so that's one reason I'm going the long way. And again, you know, it probably is more efficient to go the long way, less turning around that way. But, like I said before, with the shape of this field, it doesn't lend itself well to that. But hopefully in the future here, as I said, I want to be able to purchase Field 8, which is right next to us here, where we're currently parking our equipment. Not sure where we're going to park our equipment when we buy Field 8, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get Field 8 at some point. This has a nice straight edge here. The one thing I don't like, it's butted right up against the grain elevator, so I'll probably... Actually, you know what? I wonder if that'd be a good spot to set up shop here. Yeah, we got some nice open land right here. We could get rid of some of Field 8 and set up shop kind of in this back piece here. It actually might not be a bad spot to go. Kind of been, you know, trying to figure out where do I, you know, set up kind of like a farmyard area. Because, again, there's really not much space in this area. Because I don't really want to get rid of any fields, obviously. Because, you know, definitely want to value my field space. But at the same time, we need somewhere to put some buildings down. We could even maybe get up in this area a little bit here as well. Do some serious terraforming. Which, by the way, if you watch the multiplayer live streams there, I found out a little something. You can definitely do some serious terraforming. You know, let's say there's some objects you don't want. There's, well, you can't necessarily, you know, get rid of them. There is a way to get over them, I guess you could say. I've kind of discovered that. We'll see how well it works. But again, if you're watching the live streams, you'll kind of get what I'm talking about there. Found, yeah, kind of like I said, found that out. Oh, yes. It's going to take him a while to get any sort of bail out of that, isn't he? How full is he? Oh, by the way. 5,000. I forget how big these bales are again. I don't remember. So, like I said, it's been a while since we've done any cotton harvesting. Of course, this harvester isn't exactly wide either. I don't know how wide this header is. It's 6 rows? 6 rows. So yeah, 6-row header here. It actually lines up pretty good with the rows too, doesn't it? That is quite surprising, actually. Look at that. Wow. Not have suspected that. Interesting up there, it also says ground speed is 10 miles per hour. Our HUD says 6. I'm guessing that must be 10 kilometers an hour, not miles per hour. Unless it's just throwing a number up there for the fun of it. That could be as well, I guess. I'm not sure on that. Seems like it's a bit plain on the controls here in this particular harvester. And the seat definitely goes up and down a lot. My goodness. There is apparently a mod out there, by the way, that will actually make your camera go kind of up and down with the seat as well. I don't know, that idea has never sounded particularly good to me, especially for videos here, so I've never tried that particular mod. And, you know, even back in Farming Simulator 17 as well, for like, was it the ground response mods, I believe? Didn't use those for exactly the same reason there. Didn't exactly appreciate the additional camera bouncing that was going on because of those mods. Okay, looks we're doing pretty good here. You must be almost full. Well, almost full, 20,000. He's got another 5,000 to go yet. But yeah, now that we're into cotton, I think the next question is, what should we get into here next? You know, again, if we're going to get into animals, we probably are going to want even a larger spot than down here. So maybe it goes back to the original question. Maybe we should just like commandeer field 7 here. Hate to do that, though, because that is such a large field to just... Okay, you know what? We're going to use this for land instead of actual, you know, farmland. But we got 13 up here, 12. I think this is all pretty hilly up here. I don't think we really want to use that. Definitely want to get this in the future here. How much was this again? 400? No, this is 800, 400, and 400. Ooh, basically about 1.7 million or so for that. Just those 3 fields there. So yeah, and then we can combine those fields up. Obviously, probably going to aim for field 8 here next for fields. You know, 1.2 million, that seems like a good way to go. And then we can combine 9, 10, and 11 with 8 here. Have a nice straight edge in 8. Maybe remove a little bit by the central grain elevator there. There's really enough on the map here. Doesn't show it that close, does it? Yeah, okay. If you notice, where it shows the field ends and where it actually ends, notice that it's 2 different things, isn't it? Wow, even giants can't get their map right. My goodness. Obviously, of course, we go to, I guess I can't get that view to show up, can I? Obviously, with like 9, 10 here, I've obviously increased the width of that. You can see it down here where it used to end. But that's something I've done. I have not done this over here. This is from Giants. Yeah, wow. It's kind of surprising. No, well, maybe not really, but... And one thing we're, of course, going to have to do as well, find a way to transport said cotton bales. I don't know how many cotton bales we're going to end up with there. I guess we'll have to kind of wait and see. And then I'll maybe go from there and figure out how we're going to transport them. I mean, we end up with 1 bale off that field. I don't know, we could probably just grab the front end loader, put some weights on it, and sell it that way. Get more than a couple of them, then we're probably going to want a trailer. Obviously there is the Cotton trailer here, Cotton Technology. You got either one of these two trailers, but if I remember correctly, they hold... Well, this one actually holds two, doesn't it? It's still not that many. 2 bales. Wow. So this one holds 1 bale. This one holds 2 bales. Doesn't actually look long enough to hold 2 bales, is it? I guess it's actually fairly long, isn't it? Oh, it's got some, like, tracks on the back and everything, too. Wow. Interesting. Well, like I said, not at all familiar with cotton harvesting, so... Interesting. Yeah. I'm thinking, like a nice large flatbed trailer. Where would we find a nice flatbed trailer here? Under baling technology, do you think I got a couple? Yeah, we got the Flegel here. Seems like we can, maybe stack a couple up on there, or maybe that one as well. Thought I had another trailer as well. I might actually have another one, I just don't have it active. That's probably what it is. That Flegel, by the way, is an auto-loading bale trailer. So if you don't have that mod and you want some auto-loading, definitely check that one out. Great mod there. Been using it on the multiplayer server quite a bit. I don't actually know where it came from, by the way, but it might have actually been from the official Farming Sim website, I'd like to say. Let's see, 560. No, he still's got a ways to go yet, looks like. We'll just leave the truck parked up here then. And do we have a bale down here yet? He's about halfway. Okay then. And we got... it's probably not quite a quarter of the field harvested yet. So yeah, we might end up with, what, 2 bales off this field maybe? Wow. That does not seem like much. And 2 bales. Supposedly, and I haven't done cotton since the update, but supposedly with the update, they have increased the cotton price here. There it is. Spin rate 2,681. Wow, that got a fairly high price on it then, doesn't it? I don't know what it was before, but like I said, supposedly they increased the price on it. We'll have to wait and see if it sells for better than what we had before. Okay, we'll read some comments here in a moment. James was saying the speed of the lorries. Oh my goodness, here we go with the lorries again. For the trucks, the speed limits they can drive in Europe. So that is why they are limited to, really, they can only go 50 miles per hour. Probably kilometers an hour over there, but whatever that is in kilometers per hour in Europe. Kind of slow here for North American standards. Killing Fritz was saying, I spent $2 million on landscaping yesterday. Hefty loan to pay back. Oh my goodness. There is a reason why we've called that the money deleting tool here. Yeah, wow, $2 million. Charlie was saying, I like the channel. Hey, at least someone likes it, right? Let's see. Ben was asking, how do I load seed? Yes, I have a planter. How do I load fertilizer? Yes, I have a fertilizer spreader. Okay, well, if you don't have any mods to load seed and fertilizer, you're going to have to go with the bags here. So you need seed. Buy yourself a seed bag. All the in-game seeders should fill from the seed bag. Pretty sure Giants has tested that. Okay, no, they probably have not. But anyway, the seeders should load from the seed bag. Same thing goes with the solid fertilizer for seeders that support it and or fertilizer spreader. Also, same goes for lime as well. So you can get that right from the shop. Also, if you have a liquid fertilizer spreader and or sprayer for herbicide, got that in here as well. So that's totes, I guess you would call them. Liquid. So that is how you would fill seed base game. Now, what I would recommend is you go out and get yourself the modded placeables here for, seed, lime, herbicide, fertilizer, all that. You can see those. I don't know, can you see them from here? Yeah, you can see them just sticking up over the horizon there by the train station, those white silos over there. That is obviously where I've been filling from. Just keep in mind, it doesn't necessarily work with all the in-game seeders. Probably will be the same for some of the modded ones as well. some of the modded, or some of the in-game seeders do not like being filled from those silos, and there's more than a couple of them. I don't remember off the top of my head which ones it are again. You know, the Seed Hawk, which I'm using at the moment, works perfectly fine. The, which one was it? The Vaderstad we had tried here a couple episodes back does not work. Speaking of the Vaderstad, I do have a plan for that, and it involves getting rid of it post-haste. Where's planners here? There we go, planners. And replacing it with, well, do I need to elaborate any further as to what I'm going to be replacing it with? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. So we're going to replace that steaming pile of garbage with hopefully something that is much, much better. And if you wonder why I call it a steaming pile of garbage, well, you just go back, was it last episode or episode before? I think I went into good detail as to why I would say it is that. James is also saying maybe John Deere gave them the 20-inch version instead of the 30-inch version for that particular header. That could be as well. Could be. I'm not sure how. Yeah, I would have to assume. I think Giants would have some input as to what equipment went into the game, but it's very well possible John Deere did as well. Who knows? Oh, the header doesn't line up anymore with the rows, does it? It's like completely off. Oh my, completely off the rows. Yeah, well. How are we looking? Hey, look at that. Looks like he stopped right where I got the truck parked about. Ryan was saying, I do not care about your channel anymore. Oh, that's, I guess that's a good thing, or not. House Flipper Games was saying, thanks for playing House Flipper. If you have any feedback, please. Oh, this is actually the official House Flipper. Oh, cool. Supposedly, I guess, anyway. The official House Flipper channel said, thanks for playing House Flipper. That is a game. I do highly recommend that game. I obviously haven't played it much lately. That has been due to a certain dismantled tractor that is out in the shop that's been taking quite a bit of time. But I definitely do want to get back into playing that game some more here as well. Rather enjoy that. Would like to go through all the houses yet, or at least most of them if I can yet. And speaking of houses, we do have a new house that was added to the game with a recent update. And that is the Home Alone house. I've been kind of debating what I want to do with that house, because it's, you know, again, it's pretty nicely done up, and it's like, I don't know that I can really do a whole lot to that house. The only thing I can think of is just to strip it bare and just like completely rebuild it just for the fun of it. Like I said, wouldn't really serve much purpose, because again, the house is pretty good the way it is, but we can, you know, strip it bare and then rebuild it. I'm like, by strip it bare, I mean take out all the walls, every last single one, and basically start fresh. Oh, let's see, field 11, are you going to need anything as far as, nope, he's good on lime. I should be able to pretty much just start replanting this field here then. Probably kind of want to have the combines off or further away before I start. Where is my seeder at? There it is. On the Challenger. Unstable saying on the computer giveaway, best of luck and Merry Christmas to everyone. Well, again, at this point, the giveaway is over. If you watched the live stream here, let's see, yesterday. Well, no, it'd be 2 days ago at the time this video is going to go live. Yesterday, at the time I'm recording this video, we announced the winner there of the giveaway. And quite a bit of fun with that one. Also, a slight, oh, I don't know. There's something in the live stream maybe folks might have noticed. I'm not going to point out what it is yet, but for those of you who are paying attention, you might have noticed. We'll leave it at that. Legendary Tater was saying, try the DB90. It doesn't work with hired workers. Oh, crap, now you tell me that. That is definitely the planter I was planning on using. I guess we'll have to, I believe we have it on the multiplayer server as well. And that's actually where I got that mod from. So, by the way, for anybody that asked where it came from, I don't know. It's on the multiplayer servers. And I do have a mod list, by the way, for those of you who have been asking about that. Starting to work on that. The mod list is linked in the description below. At this point, I've only got a couple of mods in it. Again, most of the mods I have come from the multiplayer servers, which some of the other admins on the servers have been adding. So myself, I've downloaded most of them from there. That's why I don't have that much for mods I've downloaded from other websites. Jedi Killer was saying you should buy Field 1, make it your farm, because Field 1 is a grass field. Oh, let's see what's our... Well, yeah, just because Field 1's a grass field, though, doesn't necessarily mean you can't use it as a normal field. Actually, is it a grass field at this point? Oh, it actually is a grass field. The only problem I have with Field 1, and I don't know if you're the only person that has suggested that, I think a few others have as well. Field 1 is like the far corner of the map. I'd like to have something a little more centrally located, like, you know, right in the middle of the map would be like perfect. You know, 7 here. Like I said, I hate to get rid of the field, but 7 would probably be like perfect. And it's fairly flat. Probably wouldn't take much more to, you know, level it out a little more if we wanted to. Put down some pastures, put down some farm buildings. You know, again, it'd be real close to our big field here. And, you know, it has quite a few other fields around it, 4, 5, 6, 12, you know. All the big fields are like right around 7 there. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards at this point. We just got to get the moolah together at this point to be able to afford to do all of that. Ryan was also suggesting look at rolling hills. Yes, a lot of people have been suggesting that. We might, we'll see what's maybe like the multiplayer. We're still playing on Astasha yet. But yeah, maybe once we're done with Astasha, maybe we'll definitely be looking for a new map. Again, as I've said, we really haven't seen anything that's like, hey, I want to play on this map for sure yet. So Rolling Hills seems like that might be a good one. I have looked at the map. Definitely seems like a pretty good one. Christian was saying the PC you gave away seems like you could probably run Chrome on it. It should be able to run Chrome, yes. Might be you know, a little bit hard on it. Probably definitely should have more RAM. And I very much doubt the graphics card is sufficient for Chrome. But we can, you know, you never know. You never know, I guess. This truck out of the way here. Is that combine full over there? Not quite. He is flashing, though. Scion was asking, did anyone notice he turned the difficulty down to easy? Yes, I have turned the difficulty down to easy. I believe I mentioned that, I thought. Shortly after they released the update there where you were able to change the difficulty from normal to easy, I did change it to easy. Again, that just makes the progression here a little bit quicker. Doesn't, again, necessarily make anything any easier that I know of. It just doubles the price. Or, well, maybe not quite doubles. It ups the price for crops here when you go to sell them. So, again, basically it just, you know, eliminates a lot of the off-screen work you folks don't see anyway. And this way you folks are seeing, well, most of the on-screen work here, not seeing necessarily all of it. Again, you know, I'm finishing up some of the fields off-screen. Doing a lot of the spraying and fertilizing off-screen as well, just because it seems like it works out. It's nighttime when I do that, so... You know, again, we're, what, almost 1 p.m. here in the game. So by the time I get the fields planted and, you know, wait for a couple growth cycles to occur for the weeds to show up and then I can fertilize again, yeah, it's usually dark out. So that's why I do most of that off screen. Plus, it doesn't take that long anymore with a sprayer. Just, you know, throw the hired worker on it and kind of sit back and watch them go. Okay, how are we looking over here? Any bales yet? Oh, hey, look at that. We just missed him taking one out. Cool. Our first bale, and he's, what, third of the way? I might get 3 bales off this field yet. Maybe 3 bales. Does it say how big this is? I can't pick it up either, can I? Oh, bummer. Like we might have nerfed the heavy lift mod a little too much here. Can't pick up cotton bales. Oh, well. Oh, Helper has a full grain tank. I'm on it. Most of the time. Okay. Sometimes I'm on it. Oh, good. I'll have a load of canola to sell as... Or, not canola. Soybeans to sell as well. Oh, speaking of which, where are we selling soybeans at here? Soybeans at the port grain elevator. Hey, that's not too far away. Or no, wait, no, that's the port. Never mind. Port's the far one, the one I don't like. Okay, I don't think he's quite empty yet, but close enough. Oh, well. Anyway, everyone, on that note, I think we're going to wrap up this video here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Don't forget to join us on the multiplayer servers as well if you like. Also, don't forget to watch the multiplayer live streams over on Twitch. And, of course, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And till next time.